the video.
I suck. There are warnings in Portland of a snowstorm with high winds and temperatures around 14 degrees coming tonight, so I'm racing to get over to Next Level Pinball. They've been voted world's greatest pinball location 2 years in a row and are currently in the voting to make that 3 years. Let's go in and see what the hype is all about. YouTube, where am I in freezing temperatures in Hillsboro, Oregon? I'm at Next Level Pinball. It's a museum, 500 pinball machines. But why am I here? I love video games, I love pinball. And you'll see from the decor, and actually right here behind me, why the Star Wars Daddy is here freezing his butt off. It's $22 per admission with in and out access all day long. There are over 500 games on the floor, with 475 on free play. The additional 30 pieces are items like claw machines, a photo booth, and games that give collectible cards. For the most part, items that give items are not on free play, but the other items are included with your admission.
Do I have to pay if I'm just shooting content for him?
Oh, yeah, just to enter.
Okay, that's fine.
We're supporting
I
everybody.
know.
Come on now. We are also a 20,000 square foot pop culture museum with floor to ceiling lunchboxes, signed movie paraphernalia, and toys and collectibles. They have trinkets, shirts, memorabilia, funky socks, and all kinds of toys to purchase, anywhere from the 80s, 90s, and the 2000s. This is exactly the kind of place that can get me into lots of trouble. Rowdy Roddy Piper was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up, also because he resided in Portland and frequented the local Baskin-Robbins all the time. A time lapse is about to go through the entire place. See how many times you see me playing multiple games within 20 seconds. And here we go. There are over 500 games on the floor, including 235 plus pinball machines and 265 plus arcade games. The arcade games are about a 50-50 split between the cabinets from the 80s and early 90s, and then the more modern racing, shooting, and co-op games.
This is the one I've been trying to get. This one. And everybody wants a fortune for it. But this one here. This one here, I know the person that sold this to this place.
If you wanted to play every game here, it takes about 3.5 days to do so. And if you stacked all of these games on top of one another, it'd be taller than the world's tallest building. They aren't kidding when they say that the walls are filled with toys, lunchboxes, signed paraphernalia, movie props. It's everywhere. and it goes from the floor to ceiling. This entire wall is modern Star Wars items that are still in their packages with one little strip of vintage Kenner Star Wars figures that are all loose without their weapons. And I'm noticing a couple items that I have, but this is impressive. And this continues through the entire place on every single wall. And I see something else I've wanted.
This is the cooler. Okay, now I understand the size.
Everybody that I've tried to purchase this from, like the shipping is like $600.
But even with freight shipping, to get this thing to me, I'm like, why is it so expensive? Well, look how big it is. It's a cooler on top, and it has a drain underneath, so you put ice up there, and then it has an opening for the drinks. Okay, we still need an overview?
We finally get to the pinball machines, and it's overwhelming. And the walls are completely covered in lunchboxes.
We get all the walls and stuff, all the lunch boxes are over here.
If you're a pinballer and live in Portland, they have pinball tournaments most Friday nights at 7 p.m. For tournament players, it is a discounted $20 admission to Next Level and a $5 buy-in for the tournament. $1 of the buy-in goes to the IFPA, which sanctions the events for state and national pinball rankings. The other $4 goes into the prize pool for the night.
Okay, let's come back in. Let's zoom
They
back in
vary
on this one.
the tournament formats every week and are designed for new and experienced alike. Oregon has a huge competitive scene, which I really didn't know. So tournaments can be as competitive or as social as you like.
Starting lineups with the Michael Jordan up there and all that. Okay, let's do a Back to the Future one. Just kind of do the zoom up through it and do the Simpsons as well. That'd be good.
Oh, yes.
Let's go back to the walls and stuff. Let's get all the walls that we're missing. Later on, we'll do some more of these other pinball machines because these are ones that Oh, yes. What's this one?
As I leave the first main pinball area, it's hard to know where to go from here. There are multiple areas that are just the same size as the one we went through, filled with pinball machines and arcade systems. It's easy to get lost around here.
I'm bored of them. This is, it's sticky.
Why are you pushing it like that?
I can shoot it faster. I can control the handle. It's really sticky. Like, it just shoots off. Oh, here's all the different types of pinball machines and Stern's offering. Oh my gosh. I almost just walked in there.
What do you mean?
Well, I wasn't looking at the sign. I almost went right to the other side of it.
Oh.
See, look, I almost just walked in because there's stuff to look at. You can't film this restaurant. Oh, new record. Perfect. Oh, there's blue.
Yes, you caught me. I just looked up Superwoman's skirt.
Okay.
The pinball machines are never, ending.
You want pasta?
I don't think
These are
so.
handmade nudes. It says handmade. 14 degrees, 75-mile-per-hour winds knocking down power lines, crushing through houses and smashing cars. It's basically what we've been dealing with ever since I was at Next Level Pinball, rushing over there on a Friday night. I've also been without power for 3 days. I can see my breath in my own house. We've had no internet, no power, no heat, no hot water. It has been a nightmare. But I'm still here making content. I hope you enjoyed the video from Next Level Pinball. Go ahead and see their links down below. Give them a vote and a shout out if you can. I'm telling you, it's quite an impressive place. You can sit and play pinball for hours, and even if you feel like you might be getting bored, all you have to do is just look up on the walls to see all the different vintage toys. I think my biggest question from the whole thing is, where were all these things stored prior to him building the pinball place? I have no idea. It would have taken a warehouse about the same size to have stored it all. I think one of my favorite things is those life-size Star Wars figures, the Darth Maul I've been trying to get for a long time. I would even take the Jar Jar Binks. I don't care. I want something life-size here in my dungeon, and I think that would, add something that I don't have. I've got Yoda up here, which I think is supposed to be life-size, and that thing cost a little bit of money back in the day, but I want something big. And so that is the next thing that I'm probably going to try to focus on. Might sell some things in my collection to be able to get one. The shipping on these things costs a fortune. That R2-D2 that I showed in the video, which is the cooler, I want to put that in the corner over there. So when we have guests over, I can put some ice in there, some drinks, and people can hang out down here as well. I do have a mini fridge down here as well that can hold some stuff, but the R2 is way better. But that thing, I didn't realize how big it was. It is gigantic, and that's probably why people are charging me $600 plus to ship it. And that just seems outrageous when the item is only being listed for $200. So I'm gonna have to wait until one of them here is local and at that price point, and I'll snag one of those. Anyways, links are down below. Please like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you won't miss out on any future videos. More to come. Sorry for the delay on this video, as well as I can't do eBay right now because I don't have power. So that's being delayed a little bit too. But I hope you guys, all 82 subscribers, don't mind that there's a little bit of a lateness on these videos. I just want to make sure I have good content that I'm spitting out to you all the time. Until the next time, thanks.